Alrighty then. So every now and then I make a video about Scotland, okay, about Europe, and I tell people that hey, Negroes were ruling in Europe for a long time. I always have some comments from some people, and it's fine. I'm perfectly fine with comments about people who disagree. Okay, they always tell me like, oh, I'm wrong, I'm this, I'm that, and that is perfectly fine, guys. I enjoy those kind of comments, guys, honestly. But I'm going to expose to you that no, black people did in fact rule over Europe, Scotland, and many other places. In this video, I'm going to show you guys that the Pictish throne. Now, whenever you hear the word Picts, it's talking about Scotland, okay? Between maybe like the 4th to 9th century in Scotland. I'm going to show you from this book that Moors, black people, were ruling over Scotland, guys. Look at what it says right here on this page, okay? Very powerful. This book we're reading was published in like in the 1800s, okay? If you guys want the book, let me know in the comments or click the link in bio to take you guys to my Patreon, become a member, and then I will literally give you the book free of charge. I won't charge you for the book. So look at what it says right here. It says at the top right here, in 1455, or to go far further back, even before then, ever since the 10th century, when a white king displaced a black one on the Pictish throne. I want you to see that. A white king up here displaced a black one on the Pictish throne. This is the 10th century we're reading right now, okay? Those Moors who refused to accept the laws of the new civilization and who refrained from mixing their blood with that of the white races. They had been sinking lower and lower in the social scale until in the 16th century, they had become outlawed bandits, morsas, or look right here, gypsies, telling you that gypsies originally were black people. Today, when you look at gypsy or you Google gypsy, you're going to see a white person, okay? So I'm trying to get you to see. It even tells you a white king displaced a black one on the Pictish throne. Now, where is this region? Pictish throne. Whenever I see Picts, look at where it's talking about. All right, look right here, guys. This is Google. The Picts were a confederation of Iron Age or early medieval tribes that lived in what is now northern and eastern Scotland from the 4th to the 9th century. Okay, so it's very powerful. Okay, so when it's telling you that, oh, a white king displaced a black one on the Pictish throne, it's telling you that at that early point, between the 4th to 9th century, when the Picts were ruling, that a white king displaced a black one on the throne, telling you that white people were ruling there for a long time, okay? In fact, if you look earlier on the highlight, it even tells you, even in 1455, which is much after the events of this white king ruling, displacing the black one, much after, black people were still ruling at that time, guys. Very important. So even then in the this is 1455. Okay, talking about, look, let me read it again. In short, ever since the overthrow of the black nobility in 1455, ever since the overthrow. So when the white king displaced them in the 10th century, at some point they came back again, they took power again, and then they were re-displaced in the 1450s, guys. Yeah, so in the 1400s, that's not too far, that's like 500-ish years ago, guys. Telling you that black people have been ruling many parts of Europe, including Scotland. When you see Pictish, talking about Scotland, for a long time. But this history, they won't tell you in schools, guys, because they don't want you to know, okay? The Caucasian elites, they use their Hollywood movies to push a whitewashed version of history, which is why it's hard for many black people to realize that a lot of these Europeans, Beethoven, Shakespeare, a lot of them, when you read books about them, they are described as being black people with dark skins and Negro features, guys, okay? But it's hard for so many of us because we've been conditioned by Hollywood. Hollywood has its lying ideas implanted into our minds from a very young age, okay? But we have no excuse anymore, guys. It's time for us to understand what has been done to the Negro, okay? Our history is currently being whitewashed every single day, and we need to be awake and aware and do something about it, guys, okay? It's very, very important that we do.